up, guys? Here is a Muscle Bro China. Today I'm going to share a news with you guys. The news is from Australia Sky News. It says New Zealand has sold its soul to China. So before talking, let us watch the news
Britain
first.
has declared the treatment of the Uyghur minority in China as genocide, Prue, and Tory MPs in particular have taken aim at Jacinda Ardern, the New Zealand Prime Minister, for crudely, quote, sucking up to China. She certainly hasn't gone the way of the Five Eyes, has she?
No, she sure hasn't. The Mother Teresa, Jacinda, and her halo's slipped. She's no longer a saint that she portrays herself to be. She's got serious problems because little old New Zealand, has sold its soul. It wants the China revenue, and it's just telling the rest of the Four Eyes family, now I'm calling it Four Eyes, to go and jump. And she's going to be the first one that calls on, Australia, US, UK, Japan, if something goes wrong. I just think she's so out of step, and it's so dangerous, and the woman needs a reality check. And I'm so glad UK has condemned her, that she's suddenly not the hero, the saint of the world.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, from this news, I have a couple of questions which I don't really understand. I don't understand what does the news says New Zealand sold its soul to China means. And I don't even know what Sky News thinking about what the New Zealand soul are. So as a Chinese, I have been living in New Zealand for nearly 10 years. I love New Zealand so much. I can tell people here are nice and friendly. I never meet or worry about any racist problem in here. So for me, New Zealand as my second hometown, also New Zealand as a small country, but can accept people from all over the world. For me, this is the real New Zealand soul. So about this, I think maybe New Zealand is different to Australia. We all know in 2019 March, there was the Aussies came to Christchurch and killed 51 innocent Muslim people. Even to today, I don't really understand why the man did something like that. For religion, just because those Muslim people believed in different things. Today from this news, I can smell some Australian media start attacking their neighbor country. As a Chinese, maybe I can see some shit going on here. China was Australia's biggest client. We all know that. For some reason, recently China has banned all those business from Australia. Oh, I see. Actually, Australia sold much more stuff to China than New Zealand, right? So let us have a look. What did the Australians sold to China? Normally wine, crayfish, beef, lamb, iron, I think coal, right? So most of popular stuff are those products was sold to China. But now we focus on what New Zealand can sell to China. New Zealand can sell lamb. Certainly, we have lots of lovely sheep, cattle, which is beef, and also wine as well. New Zealand wine is super yummy. So the Sky News mentioned about New Zealand has sold those soul to China, which I think this type of a product. So which means lamb, beef, wine consider as Australian consider them as a soul, right? I don't understand. So which Australia sold much more than New Zealand to China, so which means Australia sold more soul than New Zealand to China or something. I don't really get it. Maybe English is not my mother language, but why I see all those kind of bullshit sounds called jealousy. Am I right? Maybe from some authors' perspective of view, they think China as a communist country a pretty dictatorial country. In here, I don't want to argue about this. People believe what they want to believe, and actually this is what I learned from New Zealand. As long as they don't affect other people, let them believe what they want. But from this news, we can clearly see the Sky News attacking New Zealand. The news used a very rude language, attack all PM, the lovely and gorgeous lady Jacinda Ardern. Okay, she was selected by the most of Kiwis and doing an amazing job in New Zealand. I don't know why the media attack her. Again, why things here, the Sky media sounds like some countries which they extremely against to. Right, dictatorial countries, right? In Western society, we all know those bloody dictatorial countries are evil. They always force or bully other small countries. But so far, I haven't seen China to attack any countries which just because those countries have different opinions, except those countries who are really rude and against China. China never stopped any countries to do business with any other countries like the state or Australia, etc., etc. It seems the Sky News really worship China. How mature Sky News is? It sounds like a kid, we can call the kid Sam in school who doesn't deal well with another kid. We call him Jim, okay? And Sam attack all other kids who are playing with Jim. Really mature and open mind. At the end of the video, actually, I still want to find out what's the soul, which was mentioned in the news by Sky News. That all of a sudden, I find another video, also a news, was from Sky News. I think this news might can explain to us what's the Australian soul mean. What is the Australian soul? Let us have a look.
On the weekend, the Royal Australian Navy commissioned a new auxiliary oiler replenishment vessel, the HMAS Supply. The ceremony was held at Garden Island on Sydney Harbour, and as you'd expect, there was plenty of military brass there. The Australian Defence Force commander, MPs, even the Governor-General. What sort of an event would you expect? A marching band, I suppose? Some pipes and drums? You'd expect a pretty formal and stodgy sort of an affair, wouldn't you? Well, take a look. Yep, that's it. It's not a mashup. This really happened in front of the officials and politicians. It looks to me like many of the dignitaries didn't know where to look or what expression to wear, and I don't blame them. I can imagine the Chinese army cringing in fear after seeing that video.
Till it's cool, just cool, into the mouth. Nice.